Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the January transfer window. We have ambitions of improving the squad, albeit in the short term, with the ambition of making it to the Premier League and improving it further still in the summer with more money available. So we have players we want to sell, like Sammy Szmodics. We have players we are loaning out, like the youngsters that are going out on loan at the beginning of the window, like Partridge and Beck. We are going to need a replacement backup goalkeeper in the short term. We have names on the shortlist, don't worry. We are also looking to improve on Makengo in the short term. He's the only real option that looks likely of improving the side that we can afford to do. And everyone else in the side is young and growing. So Makengo is the go-to in the short term. We're looking to loan to improve in that spot to get us to the Premier League. Our financial situation stands as you see it here. £14.3 million available, £21,000 available in the wage budget. But we are going to trigger the buy clause for Calvin Ramsey of £11 million. So that transfer budget is going to be significantly depleted. We're currently paying him 26.5. We can probably agree about the same again when he signs permanently, with a view to having a promotion bonus of 10 to 15%. Haven't yet decided how we're going to do it for the whole squad should we go up. And then we're going to look to loan in someone else and move whatever transfer budget we have remaining to the wage budget. And we have names on the shortlist for that, for Makengo's replacement. We won't yet show you who they are, though, because I want to see what developments are made as we approach that Peterborough game. We do have a first press conference question from Kempy on Twitch, who says, we hear rumours that you're in the market for a new centre midfielder. Is this because of any outgoings, or is it to strengthen in the middle and give some competition? It is purely at this stage for that competition and strength in depth. I don't really have a go-to alternative rock-solid, defence-minded player as a Makengo replacement. Randall is in just as the go-to squad player for either role, but I'm looking for someone that is that rock. Henderson can play at CDM, but he can't play at centre mid, so he's not the option. So we're looking for that rock. We do have two names on the shortlist that we are looking to potentially bring in. We had a handful more, but some of them weren't available. Some of them were too expensive. And Twitch chat has had a live vote on what we're going to do. To reiterate, if you missed an episode last week, I am not at home this week as you see this on Monday. I'm away on holiday. We're taking our little 6-month-old on his first ever holiday, and it's my final opportunity for a break before the FC25 grind begins, so allow me a few days. We're going to make sure that the content continues to come to you on the YouTube channels, though, so keep your eyes peeled here for more of this save, of course, and on the second channel for Formula 1 and Football Manager content. But as we progress towards the next game against Peterborough United, we hope to be able to keep ourselves in the hunt for a championship playoff spot, which is absolutely doable this year, very much so. And we're 7 points away from the automatic spots, which is doable as we head into January. Zamora and Traore have been recalled, but that's purely because the game's being the game. We are going to, with the live editor, bring them back to the club. Partridge and Beck leave on loan, meaning I am now very much in need of a backup goalkeeper. I have some names on my shortlist, and they're pretty obvious, really, as to which ones we're going to go for. There is Wellenreuter, who's 75 rated at 33. Schwerber, who's 79 rated at 33. Then there's Dupe, who's 75 rated at 35. And Blanco, 76 rated at 76. Dupe is the cheapest wage-wise, and well, I could buy him for £500,000. So he's going to be the one that we go for. They might loan him to me. They won't. I'll buy him then on literally a 6-month deal to come in for the rest of this season. I'll offer them £500,000. Means that we can save the transfer budget when they want 540. Or I suppose I can stretch that far. So Dupe will come in as a backup, because he's a backup where he is. I think he's third choice at Nice. So rotation is fine. If he'll accept sporadic, great. But the fact that he understands that he's going to come in as rotation is perfect. A 1-year deal, meaning that he'll actually expire at the end of the season because it's only 6 months. And we'll accept no release clause, and wage-wise, he's barely going to want anything at all. So we'll offer him £8,000 a week. That's 7 shares. Well done. And he should accept that. He's on 14 at the minute. So we won't take the piss with it. Let's offer him 12. 12 he'll pay, or 12 he'll sign for. So goalkeeper in, central midfielder next. But let's see what else happens throughout the window, because if we can sell Sammy Schmodix, then we might change our plans with outfield players. But Dupé is in. King out to Crescene. I'll lift it because the defenders come close to me. Lobato will get it under control. Nicely done. A little loft looking for Sammy Schmodix, who's found well. Sammy, this will be in the shot window. It's a good save. It's fallen to Fofana. 1-0 Cambridge United. A big fuck you to Peterborough, and we're 1-0 up inside the 4th minute. Ole! Loving that. Darbo can't quite get it under control himself. Now they have the option to play that through. Well, thankfully we closed the gap quickly. That's another loose touch from Peterborough. They do find Lateef, though. He finds Davies. Wow. Who very nearly found the top corner of the goal. That was a really good effort. The crowd at London Road trying to roar their team forwards. Cashin wins that header. Sammy brings it down. Oh, please tell me it was in our favour. Burrows has scored a fantastic free kick against us previously in this save, I think. Not this time, though. Question is, can we find anyone? Darbo. Oh, Christ. Sorry, Burrows. That's nearly a broken bloody nose. You can see him recoil there in agony. Sammy's made a great run. Can't be offside from a throw-in, of course. So we'll deliver the ball into the middle. And Lobato, with a great header. Balakovic makes the save. And, well, Fofana was loitering for maybe a second goal. This will fall. Knock it back to Josh King. Touch, shot, save. Good. Balakovic gets it over the bar just. Makengo delivering this one. And Lobato's underneath again, but it's over the bar this time. We're dominating. Like season 3, I think. Or 4 at the latest. Welling, Crescene. They cannot cope with this when they get forward, Peterborough. They just can't find a way through. Fofana, oh, looking to return the favour to Sammy Schmodix for earlier. We find a delivery here with Crescene. It's a delivery. It's not a great delivery. There's a 6'4" man and there's a 5'7" man in the box. Obviously, you know which one he picked out, or attempted to anyway. Lobato, great footwork. Look to square it inside to Josh King, who will go for that near post. He's dived that way, like that, but saved it with this hand here. That was an odd technique for Balakovic, who's been very, very good so far in this game for Peterborough. That's going to flick on. Cashin will win it. Save that, pal! 2-0 Cambridge! Cashin, our number 5, our tiny little jumpy Cesar Azpilicueta-esque player at centre-back, extends our lead. Davies. Nice. He's going to want to square it. He's going to want to square it. Nicely done. Oh, as if he's read that. It was a disguised pass, for Christ's sake, and they're going to score from it. Unbelievable. He's running one way. I've played it behind him, and he's like, now I'm going to stop dead and reach backwards. I don't think so. It smelled poopy to me. Peterborough 1, Cambridge 2. The game is back on again, just as I'd made changes to rest some of my stronger players. Samiento. Go on, Ollie. Go on, Ollie, lad. Ollie McBurney. Sammy Schmodix. Round the corner. Lenny Lobato. First touch is decent. Shot is well saved. Balakovic has stopped them getting an absolute roasting here. No. Where is it? Pen? Free kick for them. Sick. With no Fofana, I don't really have anyone other than Ollie McBurney to aim for through the air now. And I don't know where he stands from corners. I know exactly where Fofana is. 13 to go. No third goal. We could have had 17 today if it weren't for their keeper. Oh, nearly got there. Lateef. Oh, I've read the cut inside and couldn't get there. Davis, this is dangerous. Keeper makes a good save. That was destined for the bottom corner. After all of our attacking and not taking chances, Borough look like they're pretty desperate for a point. And they might get it. I think that came off them. It didn't. 6 minutes to go, plus stoppage. It's a lovely ball down the line. Randall gets there. It'll be a free kick for handball, not a corner. And they've got everybody forward, I think. And they've gone short. I wasn't expecting that. Please give me fucking Makengo. Oh my God. Shitty player changing system. Makengo. Oh, God damn it. I hate it so much. Makengo's right there. Makengo's right there the whole time. I'm gonna divulge myself. Makengo's right there the whole time. I'm trying to switch to Makengo, and it goes from the man in the middle to the man in the wall to the man in the middle. I'm trying to get Makengo, who's just the man to close that down. And it keeps going 13-3, 13-3. God damn it, when I do get Makengo, it's too late. Oh, God. Honestly. No wonder there are cheers around London Road. A 2-2 draw from 2-0 down. Their goalkeeper better get man the match, I tell you that much. 9 shots. I bet he made just as many saves. Balakovic, player of the match, was not their goalkeeper. It was Kashin with an 8.1. He got 6.1. Really? 6.1. Are you sure? He made 5 saves. 71% save success rate. And some of those saves were outrageous. You could probably imagine how pissed off I am at that. That was blood boiling. Never mind.
Just a couple of
we go again. It wasn't even a defensive error. It was a EA can't make a fucking good game to save their lives error. Oh, bring on FC25. Maybe it'll be better. FA Cup time against Preston. This is a game that ideally I'd actually rather do without the extra fixture, to be honest. But we'll play it or sim it with the rotated side. Dupé will make his debut. Zamora and Benny Traore are back with us, and Benny Traore gets the game-winning goal. So we are through to the next round of the FA Cup. I might have liked to have gone out, but at least it keeps morale high. Barnsley next. They are bottom with 7 points. You already know we're going to lose the simmer, don't you? You could just feel it. You know it's coming. I desperately hope that I'm wrong, but we all know it's a genuine chance. A bid for Enis Bardi, who has had a poorer season. He still had a decent season, but he's getting worse and worse. His contract expires in 18 months' time. We're going to look to sell him in the summer anyway. He's getting continually worse. He's not really done anything for a little while. And quite frankly, this might be the opportunity to move him on and bring in the new central midfielder, and it will just free up some extra money as well, because he's on 12 grand a week, Enis Bardi, which effectively covers the wages of Dupé coming in as well, which leaves us still a decent amount left in the transfer budget. I'd be inclined to just accept the 1.7, but I'll try and squeak an extra 150, 200 grand out of them if they're willing to go that high. I'll ask for just 2 mil, because there is 18 months left on his contract. They'll play 2 mil. All right, Enis Bardi, you have been an absolute god for us, but it's the right time in your career to take another step down in your level of playing, I feel. Oh, no, that's one of the youth players. Go away. He only got called up because of the game being the game. So, Barnsley away then. This will be a simmer that... Oh, well, I tell you what, if we don't win this one. Gonstad and Edwards up top, 5 at the back for them. I mean, they've got 7 points all season. Make that 10. Ready? I'll be honest, if I said my heart didn't feel like it fluttered. Ramsey, Shoretire and Lobato with the goals, although they did take a 1-0 lead in the 4th minute, which would certainly have made Pulse's race. We are still 6th in the table, 2 points ahead of Blackburn now, 4 points still ahead of Preston, and 6 points still outside the automatic promotion spot. With Queen's Park Rangers to come next, that's a very much winnable game as well. Bardi's gone. It happened that quickly. Enis Bardi, thank you for your service, sir. He's been one of the most enjoyable players we've used, one of the most impactful signings we ever made, but his time arrived. And now, we'll probably look to sign that other centre mid too. Well, we're the day before our next league game, but I've stopped the day before because I want to show you the midfielders, because I'm going to have to use the live editor to do it. Because the game is like, oh, someone's got 18 months left on their contract. That means you can't loan them, I'm afraid. Actually, I think you can get screwed. You've already screwed me with a Peterborough game. I'm not letting you screw me with a loan signing for a midfielder either. Tyler Morton at Liverpool is 79 rated.
on 80 grand a week, but 5th choice at the club, I believe. He was option 1. Like I say, the Twitch chat got the vote on this. Rudoni and Job Bellingham we're looking at for next season. Put pins in those. For this season, Ayari was an option, but despite having some good stats, at only 5'8", I don't think he's really that Makengo-esque player. So Sander Berger is 4th choice at Burnley, and those other choices are like 82, 83 plus rated. And Sander Berger is very much a defence-minded central midfielder, isn't he? But crucially, he's down as a centre mid in game, which is what we need for our formation. So we're going to look to loan Sander Berger. Obviously, with the game being the game, it won't let me loan him because he's got 18 months left. But players with any amount of time left on their contract in real life go on loan all the goddamn time. And I'm sure if they're thinking of letting his wages or letting his contract expire because they've not offered him a new deal, they'd be glad of saving 50% of his wages for the next 6 months. So I am going to, with the live editor, loan Sander Berger from Burnley, who are Premier League, for 6 months. So transfer loan, Cambridge United, 6 months. Welcome Sander. That is Sander Berger joining Cambridge United for the next game that we're going to, well, actually, I think Sim. Queen's Park Rangers is, and there's interest in Ayari from Empoli, which is intriguing, literally the day after I mentioned him to you. So we have Millwall and now Watford in the FA Cup as the remaining games of the month. QPR is away, Millwall is away. I don't know whether the Bournemouth game was the one we were definitely going to play. It's been moved. So I might play Watford in the Cup. I don't really care about the Cup. QPR and Millwall, we'll probably play one of them. QPR, we played earlier in the season and did okay against. Well, they're right next to each other. They're separated by a goal in the table. Let's sim both of the league games and play the Cup game against the stronger Premier League Watford side. That's what we'll do. However, Sander Berger, who should now be available here, and indeed is, will come onto the bench and probably start for Makengo in this next game. It's harsh on Makengo, who's been solid, but I cannot risk not having the depth in that position. Makengo will still play a lot of minutes for the remainder of the season, but he's not going to play this next one. Lyndon Dykes up top for him. Elias Chair out wide. Andre Dezell in the middle. We are absolutely the better side. The scoreline does not show it. Lobato gets the goal. Oraha gets the equaliser. And it's a 1-1 draw against Queen's Park Rangers away from home. That says to me now, I'm going to sim Watford and play Millwall and try and make sure that we beat Millwall. Because I don't want to risk losing any more ground on those above me. I was hoping that we'd get a good result against Queen's Park Rangers, considering where they are in the... Oh! Timing! Jean-Victor Makengo's contract is running down. He was going to go at the end of the season anyway because it was just the right thing to do to upgrade on him at that moment. And, well, Bournemouth won him. So Bournemouth can have him. We don't get any money from Makengo, but it's a good move for him. It's a player we're not going to want in the squad anymore, so it's a good move for us. And overall, I think that's the right thing to do for both parties. Perfect. Well, Sander... He didn't half wait around for that, did he? Bournemouth will sign Jean-Victor Makengo at the end of the season. They're going to go up to the Premier League, though. Is Makengo really good enough for Bournemouth in the Prem? I don't think so. I think it's a bad sale for them. Nottingham Forest. Now, they are in the same division as us. And I'm going to get bullish. We've had a bid from Sheffield United for Lobato already this season. Nottingham Forest are in our league and only 5 points above us in the table. Sorry, Forest, you're not having Lobato. In this January transfer window, I am rejecting bids like that. In the summer, if you go up, sure, let's talk. But right now, you're not having him. I wish they'd stop bidding for this Cabrera guy. I might just block transfers till the summer and then we can loan him out. Right, Watford at home in the FA Cup. This one we will sim then with a view to playing the game against... playing the game against Millwall and hopefully bloody winning it. They've got a player that we looked at, Alex Matos, on the bench, but he's in their first team squad and is their Premier League, so we couldn't really justify it at the moment. We're going to play slightly rotated side because I want my best players to be fit and available for the game against Millwall. Benny Traore can start up top, in fact, as well. And let's give Harry Darling a game and Zamora as well. Still no sign of anyone bidding for
Bloody Sammy Schmodix, unfortunately. Of course we beat Premier League Watford by 4-2. Sarmiento, Shoretire, Benny Traore, and Shoretire again. Through to... Why could you... How can you beat Premier League Watford, but you can't beat shithouse Queen's Park Rangers? Make it make sense. Millwall next then. Let's go and play that one. Before we play Millwall, a second press conference question to come to you, which regards actually one of the players that we've seen get a bid for today. It's from Charlie Singdale. Says there are rumours that Lenny Lobato is getting homesick, i.e. not enjoying the cooler weather of England, especially now winter is coming. Please can you address these issues and have you been told anything firsthand? I mean, he was happy to sign for QPR from Vélez Sarsfield and come to England, and he's been in England for multiple seasons now. If he was going to get homesick because he didn't like the weather, it was going to happen 3 or 4 years ago. I believe they are destabilising false rumours put into the press by Forest and Sheffield United fans or perhaps backroom staff. I don't think Lenny Lobato's homesick. I think Lenny Lobato is absolutely delighted with the way that his season is going this year for us. He is, in terms of his morale, content, but only because he wants a new contract, which, quite frankly, he will get a boost to his wages if we go up this year. If we don't, then we'll offer those big players new contracts anyway to try and entice them to stay next year, but we're hoping we're going to go up. And going a long way to helping us go up would be beating this shithouse Millwall side. So let's go and beat this shithouse Millwall side, shall we? Sander Berge gets a start. Let's play with him for the first time. We will make Calvin Ramsey permanent by the end of the episode. George Honeyman. You can have a go down the line if you like, but you're not getting past. Aha! Crescene for pace. You will if I misplace the tackle, though. He says as he does it twice. Apparently Cashin didn't win that one either. Good! Excellent start against Millwall. My players apparently can't... I don't know how he's got around that challenge. Cashin? No, I just missed it there. Cashin got back and then... What? I don't even know how that's happened. So he gets it ill on his left foot. Then he puts his right foot through the ball and breaks his own hips and kneecap to take a first touch. Then... puts his left leg through his right leg to step around the tackle. If we got EA'd against Peterborough, we just got EA'd against Millwall too. That's bollocks. And Lawson. Don't you dare. If he'd have given a foul there, I really would have lost my mind. Sander Berge. Josh King looking to get away. Shola's there. Shola will go. Shola is found. Darbo on the overlap. Fofana beats the man. Oh, Fode, we love you, mate. He's devastating. Again, another transfer window has almost gone by with no interest in Fode Fofana. Championship's top goal scorer again for the second year in a row. No bids yet, and we're on deadline day. Good save. All right, I was concentrating really hard there, hence the silence. Darbo delivers. Delivers deep. Sander Berge's up. It's not going to get a shot away on target, though. We'll get this back to Shola on the edge of the box. Set it out the man. Sander Berge. Oh, ref. Maybe. He might be in trouble. It was from behind. What's happening with Toure here? It's a yellow. Lucky boy. No Ennis Bardi anymore for a free kick situation. But Fode Fofana has been known to bang these into the back of the net so far this season as well, hasn't he? So we shall try so again. Fode Fofana from quite a way out. It was on its way in, but it didn't go in. Here's Denor. Oh, it's a lovely through ball. Toure. When he beat the keeper, I was about to explode again. Side netting only for Millwall here. We simmed the game against the Premier League side, expecting to lose it, to play this one against Millwall, expecting an easy fixture. It's been entirely the other way around. Well in, Sander, I think. Oh, let me play. I'm just turning away with it. Let me play on. Oh, damn it. Sander Berge again. Shola. Darbo. Darbo! Doubles our scoring tally and gives us the lead for the first time. Thank you, Pontus. Lobato, play it about. It's not just sprint for the sake of sprinting. Although when Fofana's in like this, you can if you want to.
Didn't really fancy it on Lobato's right and didn't really have the space to turn and find anyone else. Sola. Oh, it's squeezed in. That's actually one of the most realistic finishes we've seen in the save. That little cutback. Obviously, it's gone through his bloody standing foot to do it. But in terms of the actual finish, that little tuck back to the near post and then the keeper wrong-footed and diving late. That looked visually, if you disregard the physics of the ball going through people's legs again, like one of the best, most realistic goals we've scored for a little while. I like that. 3-1 Cambridge. Millwall have kind of awoken the beast with their first goal. Really, really pissed me off. And I've tried my absolute best to batter them since, which we have absolutely done. And I hope we'll continue to do for the rest of the game. Let's get our goal difference up, shall we? Denor. Good save down low from Valdemarson. Millwall aren't just going to lie down, evidently, and let me batter them. There's still some fight left. Millwall with the chance from a free kick. Lapoussin is on it. And they're going to do something from the training ground, are they? No. George Honeyman, no. Lapoussin is taking it. Oh, my Christ. That was a bit good. Win it. Well up. Counter? Maybe? Who's forward? It's Lobato. Well, he's got the legs. What can we do down the wing here with Josh? Josh to Sola. I need that option in the middle. There it is. And again. And Pontus Darbo makes it 4. Piss off, Millwall. 4-1. Lobato, big switch looking for Darbo. Lovely ball. Great take too. Berger, overlapping run. Ramsey looking for Fofana early doors. Spins well. It's Calvin Ramsey. It's Sola Shore-Atire. It's Josh King. It's 5. It's probably about 2 passes in there that didn't need to be made, but I don't care. 5-1. King with a nice turn. Lobato, overlapping run is coming. Overlapping run is used. I'm actually going to look for Sola here. There you go. How does he say that then? Sarkic with a brilliant stop. Corner to come in. Fofana's off now, but Sander Berger's still on the pitch. Stop that, mate. 6! Thank you. Final whistle sounds. I told you they woke the beast. Cambridge 6. Millwall 1. Boos around the ground. We dominated the game. I think it's probably understatement of the century. One final press conference question from Cody Voga says, in a possible worst case scenario, if Cambridge failed to reach the playoffs, would you consider the season a failure? Absolutely. At this stage, given the strength of the squad and our ambitions as a club, anything that isn't playoffs is a failure. We are 6th in the table. As you look at it here, it says we're 7th, but that's not factoring in our result against Millwall because it hasn't registered it yet. If I go into standings, it registers my 3 points, puts me back 6th. We are still 7 points behind Norwich in the automatic promotion spot. We do look, at the moment, pretty destined for the terminate loan. Where's my what? What? Where's my what? We did a loan to buy, didn't we? So we did a loan to buy. Okay. Right then. Cheers, game. Well, thank the Lord for the live editor. We will just make sure that we take £11 million out of our finances. Calvin Ramsey will join us permanently. He's on 64 grand a week. We're paying 26.5 of that at the moment. Obviously, financially, we're going to have to stump up some costs here. So perhaps we wait until the end of the season to do it so we know what sort of finances we can offer him contract-wise, whether we're a playoff-bound club, championship for next season, or we are actually going up. Why is the game just so bad? Why can't they do anything right? I'm sure you can... Well, no, we did. We triggered the Corbani one early last season. And now it won't let me do Calvin Ramsey. It says 5 months left on his contract as well, when he's got 6 months left. How many times can I get EA'd in one episode? Jesus Christ. Matthijs Tel, £119 million to Leipzig from Juventus. What? How's that for a replacement for Adam Klojek for 38.5 going to Brentford? Jeez Louise. Ben White, Liverpool to Bilbao for 30.3. Vitinha, Inter to Real Sociedad for 97.8. That's a big one on deadline day as well. A couple of other smaller ones going through. None involving anyone that we're in contact with. Still some smaller deals. Christian Medina from Bournemouth to Juventus has gone through now. So Bournemouth weakened in their push for promotion. 52.9 million doesn't quite make it. The 54 million of Manuel Ugarte from Spurs to Dortmund does. Manuel Ugarte supposedly Manchester United bound in real life, I think. But we'll wait and see what happens with that. It might well have happened by the time you see this. David Datro Fofana is training with the reserve side for Chelsea in real life. Now Jadon Sancho, who might be Chelsea-bound IRL as well, perhaps, in a swap deal for Raheem Sterling. £56.4 million from Man United to Leicester. Third biggest deal of transfer deadline day. Stefan Bajcetic from Barca to Palace, back to the Premier League for Stefan. Celtic picking up a decent deal there as well. No, not Sheffield United. Not a team in our division. No. Sorry, not happening. Especially in the last way. It physically couldn't go through even if Sheffield United wanted it to. So, in the comments section, please let me know how much money you think we should offer Calvin Ramsey a week. And I will do my best to make sure that that amount is available in my wage budget at the end of the season. We have finished all of our transfer business for this year. So, at present, at present, my transfer budget looks like this. I'm going to have 11 million taken out of that, so I've got 4.3 I can add into my wage budget. At present, with stretch, we can go to another 27,000. We're absolutely going to be able to afford to pay Calvin Ramsey really whatever he wants. The question is, what do we feel is the right contract for him? And the contract that he gets given depends on where we are next season. So I think I'm glad actually I've held off on doing that before now, because we've still got the money in the bank and we're still able to decide what we want to do later down the line. So I'm happy with how things are. I'm going to go and update my financial spreadsheet and then we'll have a transfer window roundup for you before we push on into the remainder of the season in latter episodes. We are 6th in the table though, to confirm, with 17 games remaining. And in the next round of the FA Cup, it's not been drawn yet, so we don't know, but we will probably have another Premier League side, you would imagine. So a roundup of all the deals. That Matthijs Tel one was the second biggest for the whole season, £119 million, eclipsed only by William Saliba, which also included Juventus, actually. So Juve splashing the cash and then replenishing the bank account, it seems. Vitinha was another one in January. September, Chaibi to Valencia. So that went through on January the 1st. Oscar Glauch is at Chelsea now. Israeli, I want to say, Oscar Glauch. We played with him in the player career mode. Leon, maybe? Somewhere? Leon? Perhaps. Benjamin Šeško has gone to Valencia from Leverkusen. Eiling Jr. to Wolves for £78.3 million. 57.5 his value now. 85 rated. Certainly the calibre of play we'd love to have at some point in this save between now and FC25, which is not very far away, of course. Jeremy Pino at Leverkusen. It is my intention to do some sim-only or like sim through a whole bloody season episodes at the very death of FC24 to see how far we could potentially maybe have taken this this club. CashnoidGaming to AC Milan as a Patreon player. That went through in January. Javi Guerra, 85 rated. Wow. To Brentford. Ansu Fati to Leeds. Didn't see that one coming, did you? No, neither did I. Bruno to Dortmund. 83 rated. Paris Bruno. Never heard of him, unfortunately. From AC Milan, but that's certainly not an AC Milan kit he's in there. Black and white with an orange trim. Not sure off the top of my head. Nicolo Barella to Atalanta. Jadon Sancho to Leicester City. We saw that on deadline day itself. And Amin Adli to Real Sociedad in September. Ugarte we saw on deadline day. Beraldo is one we didn't see on deadline day, I don't think. Archie Gray to Burnley. That's an intriguing one. Back to England for him. We loved Archie Gray in the Leeds save we did. Noah Okafor. No, that was August. That's fine. I thought that said 9 for a minute. And that was a quiet window, wasn't it?
it's been a remarkably quiet season for the Patreon players as well. We have added someone new in. Leander is now in. We have a new right back. But I'll scroll through here so you can see your guys' overalls and your initial summary stats. As ever, if you'd like to see them in more detail, then do come and join me on stream and you can have a look at them in a bit more detail. We've had Stephen Kemp join us in this season, and there is Leander now at Orlando City as well. 2 new players added to the list. But barely any movement in this window whatsoever. In this whole season whatsoever. In fact, we had 1 player make 2 moves and only 1 other transfer. And that's been it. A Cash-No-Do to AC Milan was 1 transfer. And everyone else is still where they started, other than Bjorn Jackson, who moved from Roma to Chelsea in the summer, and they've now moved him out on loan to Cremonese in Italy, on loan in January. And that's it. Everyone else, other than a Cash-No-Do from Leipzig to AC Milan, everyone else is where they were for the entirety of this season. That is the first time that's happened. This was probably the least amount of moves in any season prior to that. And now just 2 players of 60 odd? 2 players of 74. 2 players of 72. And that's it. Just unheard of. So we do actually have someone, Marseille. Dallas has signed a pre-contract at Servette. So there is another transfer coming for the beginning of next season. Oh, it's Emmett Johnson. No. So, who signed at Servette? Someone from Marseille. Yeah, it was Emmett. Emmett has signed for Servette on a pre-contract. So he'll be going at the beginning of the next season. So we'll wait and see what happens in that regard there. But that is all for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching. Do join me for the remainder of the week. Hopefully we can continue to stay in the playoffs and maintain the challenge for that automatic promotion spot. Bournemouth have now lost 4 games this season. They are having a wobble. Surely they can't throw away even the title at this stage. That's the smallest the gap's been since the beginning of the bloody season. We'll wait and see. It's going to be an intriguing one for the rest of the year, but we're very much in this promotion hunt now, more so than we ever have been before. And hopefully it will be successful for us. We'd love to be in the Premier League in Season 7. Hopefully we will be. I'll see you tomorrow.